Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisha. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. And in this, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, fighting out of Tennessee, but now living in Las Vegas. This former middleweight champion of the world is looking to get back on track tonight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. No rest for the weary. And this one has all of those big fights. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You continue.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that hook. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford in that. And there's the bell for round 2. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twist you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Big exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The charts action from both of these fighters. A lot of effort being exerted here. Crawford in trouble. And down goes Crawford. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
You saw it here. I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Lupe Fiasco. We know how great he is with his mouth, but how great is he with his fists? He takes the sweet science walk here now. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Lupe Fiasco may not have much experience fighting in the ring, but Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
It'll be ding-ding from Beth Baldero off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome Lupe Fiasco. Fighting out of the blue corner From Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Look how that straight's affecting them. The left hook scores. The right hook misses. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter, missing with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. This round... Oh, wait a minute! What's the referee thinking right now? Let's talk about Lupe in that lap.
Come on, switch on.
Here we go, it's round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. That hook just can't find the target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A perfect counter lands. Only catching air with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What a nightmare scenario! Let's talk about Lupe in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it.
That's going to be a tougher fight.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That one lands. Well done with that counter shot. That counter shot lands. Good counter punching. That counter punch caught him clean. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Lupe in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
I've been in... lose the match. You got to get out there.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Nice job getting that punch through. How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just missed. Whoa, wait a minute. This may do it. And Lupe goes down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Are we about to see a first-round knockout? It somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Stumbling around on Bambi legs. Let's talk about Lupe in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make... We're switching off.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they...
And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, my. That's a game changer. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Beautiful counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through. Whoa, wait a minute! Why weren't they covering up? That was the moment!
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last.
Come on.
Here we go in the 6th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be on.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Wow, what a shot, and it's over. A home run swing, and that will do it here. Imagine seeing this punch come.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Oh, what a shot.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my
And here we see Jesse Rodriguez, the San Antonio, Texas native who splashed on the scene thanks to his aggressive style and his big knockout power. He's the Jackal.
This bout.
And this one has all of... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. neither fighter willing to slow down. Stiff jab. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Do you believe what we're seeing? Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our El Nino de Oro. Approaching the ring, we've got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. They call him Bam, and for good reason. When you see how hard he hits at just 115 pounds, this man is a killer and has already beaten some absolute legends.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
So, all the talking's done.
All right.
Now, Let's get down to action.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Bam is hurt. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Jab does not score. That counter shot lands. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Missing with the hook. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, he is glad to have... And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Just missed with that hook. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Straight right, just misses. Caution being thrown to the wind. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Linares in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
These are not...
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. This is a high-octane battle. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Punch, counter punch. Good punch. Those counter punches actually hurt. In that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometimes.
There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
A perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. And that left hook doesn't find its target. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just... On to the 5th we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
Nice counter. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Fighter has been extreme. Hold it right there. Jorge Linares is in some big shot, and down goes El Nino de Oro. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Nice counter shot. The Venezuelan is rocked. Oh, Linares goes to the canvas. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Talk about Linares in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
There's always a...
On to the 6th round. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Did you see that? And Jorge Linares is down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted.